I don't know what happened.
I think you'll need to start your Discord stream up as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me get that for you guys. Sorry about that, everybody. I guess our internet went
Hello,
down.
everyone.
It was not Cox, it was whatever the fuck we've got, which I can't tell you what our
Dicks.
ISP is. Okay.
Throbbing dong internet.
Okay. So if perception says -12, it's not time yet.
Uh, Potato
Oh,
said. Hang on.
interesting.
Wait, fuck. No, I didn't mean to do that. How do I undo that?
What'd you do? Oh, make it big? Pinned it?
I, I,
Okay,
I pinned a
potato.
message.
That's right,
Potato
it's
said there's a
Spectrum.
better time of day for this check, is what that means. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hold off.
Okay, so don't even
It's good to
squint.
know that's
Just
there.
squint or no?
Up to you.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. All right. So I'm going to talk to this guy now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
You said that already.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. He leans back unruffled. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, he points south. Did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. He taps on his notebook, then turns to you. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
The thought forms in your head like a lightning strike branching in the sky. No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant. No. Do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. He turns to face the man. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. He rubs his jaw, smiling. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do to get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly, he grins. For the good of the community, of course.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow. I guess two, because there's like if
For
I
some
tell
reason,
him,
I'm leaning towards two, even though it's a little fucked up. But
yeah, but like if I say he's disgusting, that's going to turn him off. Whereas like if I
yeah,
say good idea, at least you can control it. That makes him kind of like that gives him the authority, kind of what he's
yeah,
establishing. All
yeah.
right.
Hey, Ara, totally unrelated. We should watch more of The Wire at some point. Anyway, continue.
Yeah!
I thought you were about to say,
We
"Hey,
should totally
we
do
should
some
do
drugs
drugs."
next time we get the chance.
No.
I like Autumn's thing. How do you do, fellow kids? I would like to buy one drugs, please. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control over it.
Thank you. Theoretically, of course. Thank you. Theoretically. He takes a sip of his beer and smiles.
He seems genuinely surprised at his response in a good way.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where's the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. He turns to you. Now, was there anything else? I was sort of going to get my brewski on.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There are 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The eighth Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is fuck off. He takes a step closer. Mind your own business. There is no eighth Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual. The woman sighs.
I know. The little man raises his index finger excitedly. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis! That's more like it, boys. She turns to you. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I'm gonna take off now.
Thank you, Duncan.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're really pulling out of your southern roots there.
But the funny thing is, I mean, like, that's not the only voice that does that with the Gamzee. The same thing happens. It just some voices naturally just pull out the southern.
Yeah.
But what about that, Czech did it too. On his stream, the two. It's that sound.
The what?
Two.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? What?
Is that
Like,
that? What?
TOO. Like, instead of just saying two, you go two. It's like a Italian thing. I'm raising my hand up like the Italian gesture. I don't know. Anyway.
Two?
Yeah. Two.
That just makes me think of that Kingdom Hearts gif of
So-
Axel looking at Roxas going, two!
As a quick tangent, actually, because like one of the things that I find really interesting with it is years ago, one of actually the first anime conventions I went to a panel by Karen Strassman, who does, I mean, she's done a lot of voice work. She's like the voice of like Nanako in like Persona.
Oh, look, you gave me an autograph thingy of it.
Yeah, we have it around here somewhere. Yeah, no, she did a panel specifically talking about like, because she is also not just a voice actor but like a voice coach, specifically for helping people to either learn new accents or unlearn their own accents. And one of the whole things that she talked about was how, you know, your voice box is a muscle. Different languages, different accents train the muscles that control your voice box in different ways. And so there is a, yeah, like there's a kind of like a whole thing where sometimes when you're doing voice work, you will start to reveal which of those muscles have been more trained because they become more pronounced because they're working harder. Dulcet. So, like, for me, for instance, having grown up in, you know, the Southeast U.S., like, those were muscles that were trained, not because I particularly wanted them to be, but just because they naturally were. And so it now be, like, even though my normal speaking accent, I would like to say is more neutral, they do come out more when there's certain characters involved that activate those muscles. I think it's really interesting.
When I'm
That's
doing
super cool.
when I'm doing customer service, oh my god, Duncan. When I'm doing customer service, the Southern comes out in me, like I get real southern.
No, Dulcet, no.
So, Dulcet, what accent do you have that's. What were you saying? You don't sound
I
hot?
don't know what she's
Like,
talking about. She sounds fucking cute as hell.
right?
Yeah. Go listen to some of the VODs on Sage channel of our Homestuck readings.
Yeah.
Always very pleasant.
How do I get here?
Where?
I'm clicking over here.
Oh, up there.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna see
really?
where it takes
We
me.
have to-
Valley Girl.
Yeah, we have to. We have to experiment with the Whirling's many passages.
All right.
That was one of our tasks on the journal.
All right. So let's go upstairs and see if I can talk to somebody upstairs, just for funsies. What was the other thing? That's locked behind narrative progress. Oh, okay. Thanks, Duncan.
Oh, are we going upstairs anyway?
Yeah, just for S's and G's.
Shigglies and gigglies.
For shigglies and gigglies.
Dem, let us in your room.
Anything interesting? No.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to go in our room while Kim's following us. I
Yeah,
get
no.
embarrassed.
I mean, oh? Oh yeah, this is the balcony. Okay.
Oh, you see that window
Aha.
over there?
Hold on a
Wait,
second. A
no.
gust of briny wind rushes over you. What window?
You see the hole in that window?
Yeah. Yeah, I did that.
And I don't think. Yeah, Kay wasn't here for it, but we did that.
Oh.
Apparently, we woke up from our drunken stupor, found the hole in the window, and we're like, "Where's my other shoe?"
Oh.
Yay!
You know, this explains a lot about why the guy that runs the place is real fucking angry at you.
A little bit. A little bit.
I mean,
God,
I'm
you're an asshole.
kind of a, I'm kind of a fuck up, but it's fine.
You
fuck up
are
a two.
indeed. Yeah, fuck up a two.
Fuck up the two. Well, Harry is. I'm the Gotha two or whatever.
I'm the major majestic or whatever.
Gang, gang.
You're the gang gang.
The gang gang. Okay, so should we go talk to Joyce now?
Yeah.
I guess
I'd
that's
say
the
so.
natural progression of things.
Joyce gave us hints on who to talk to about these tattoos.
Come on, Boo. Let's go. Let's run.
Just show this child a dead hanging body.
No.
Hey kid, you want to see a dead body?
No.
Wait, can we observe
What?
the graffiti?
The wall?
The
You
wall?
want to see the wall again?
Again?
The wall. It's fine. We'll do it after we talk to Joyce when
Okay.
we come back.
Look, I don't want to ruin Melanie's
back.
mojo right
Good.
now. She had a rhythm
What
going
can I
with the
help you
running.
with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat.
Neither do I.
Ah, sure. I mean, we have a coat.
Very rugged. Good choice. Now, I suspect you had questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. Am I right?
I spoke. Show her the photo. You know something about these tattoos? I mean, these are all things I've done with her.
That's the man who was killed. She almost takes the photo, but then stops. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Why? How is you looking at this photo tied to the lynching?
Better not to tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it. I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Hey!
Hey.
Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes located? Or we've discovered enough to conclude for now.
I'm curious if you want to do one.
It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
In any case, it's a relief to know that someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives, she says, her tone more cautious suddenly. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now, it's my turn.
Hooray!
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Oh no. The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Oh, I'll have strawberries.
Which one?
We can go down the list, I think.
Okay. What was that about a bloodbath?
Did you see a bloodbath?
Yeah. Yes, I'm afraid the strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershall West.
Since you're sharing, ma'am, this is also RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker?
A member of the board, she nods. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not! These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They're meant to intimidate the union into surrendering.
Who are they exactly?
Cornell, an Orangese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Oh.
This sounds very, very, like, in line with what we've heard.
Uh-huh.
So what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Cornell contractors carry out their orders. For now.
For now.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Yikes.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Are you sure it's Orangese, Duncan?
Well, I mean, he's played this before.
Oh, so you've heard it pronounced?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Oh. have to
Boy,
say,
oh
this is
boy,
not
is that
disco.
not good?
Yeah,
These
I'm sure extrajudicial executions is gonna solve fucking everything here.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oof.
I want to say you've made a mess here,
Yeah.
but I don't know how well that would go down with her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd want to say that too, or at least at the very least point out that it's not disco.
I'm gonna say it's not disco.
Yeah, it's not disco.
It is very far from disco. A wave crashes against the side of her boat. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This, in turn, will force the Union to respond.
The debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant?
She leans back.
It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle loaded weapons. Even yours. Most Union workers don't even have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
She's silent for a moment, then concludes.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Is this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? I actually can see it happen. So I can't say one. Oof.
What, Duncan?
Duncan, what?
Damn, Duncan.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, I think 2 is. Yeah. I like 2.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true.
She looks at you, eyes damp from the wind.
Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered to the civil court, and I may be able to defuse the situation.
Jeez. Alright, well, we can ask her a bunch of questions now. What can you tell me about Krenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwill. They boast a long list of clients. St. Baptiste, Welchman Lawrence, Edendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions, and such.
What's a 4th world country?
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes, all the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yisut, the Seminisa Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military contact on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources, she thinks. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though, she thinks.
ICP stands for Insane Clown Posse?
Yeah. Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the Insane Clown Posse, ma'am?
God damn it.
I love you.
In my in my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like the Crenel.
Dulcet, how did you change your color? Dulcet turned pink.
Oh, you can do that on Twitch.
Oh. You can just
Yeah, you
choose
can
your
just choose
color.
it.
Huh.
I chose pink too.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay. Could you contact the company, tell them to call it off?
I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She's pressing them as hard as she can. You said the deceased assaulted is a woman?
Or he didn't. She tilts her head. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loading around the canal. I cannot testify by it. And
Oh.
I am blue.
Potato is blue.
Bleh.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors, their tribunal. It's what they believe.
And what did these teenagers by the canal say?
That man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez. The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place and when?
We have. I guess he's not telling her.
He forgot to put it in his notebook.
Oh.
Last Sunday night at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel. This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Layli. His service name, nom de guerre, guerre? Nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
What does Lely mean in French?
Also,
Tell
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think it's gur, as in like gorilla, because
Yeah.
it's a name of war.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man, Corty they called him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Philly DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
Lieutenant cuts in. What would you say his... Wait, what would you say was his eye color? The deceased's.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head. Can't remember. There's a pang of regret in her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's alright, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40, or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions.
Scotty is not Canadian. He's...
No, he's just from New Orleans. Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body, he says to you, then turns back to Joyce. What else? Nationality? Accent?
Yeah, Acadian.
He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Orniers or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. She nods. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining two mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. She puts her foot on the guard wire for balance. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizen militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
Ooh. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Where are those mercenaries?
Yeah, I'll do it.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates, the one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining a disguise. The other has a vantage
He
point
is
in a
huge.
building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you when you were canvassing the lorry drivers. One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. She is poised and unperturbed. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nests.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gates is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant, but my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were interfering on behalf of the Union? Or intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point, she says. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no, I'm not an undercover agent. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel. She nods towards the sloop's cabin. I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know.
It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience. They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Any other ones you want to go over?
No, that's good for now.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there's anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now can you tell me about the tattoos?
Yeah, we're finally showing someone the fucking photo, yeah!
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her hand for about half a minute in silence.
Do you hear that?
No.
Okay, that's happening outside. I thought it was in the game. It was a weird, like, low frequency, like, brrr, and I was like, oh my god. It was just
what
like,
timing?
as she was looking at it in silence, like, I got, like, a chill. Okay, sorry.
It was taken with a trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There are no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Observe her expression.
Yeah.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry, she breaks her concentration. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points, the stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't, but that's how you read the story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern? Or say nothing?
If you feel like you can say one, like you can follow her, I would say one. But I don't know what blooms on a pattern means,
Me
so I
neither.
would say nothing.
Port cities, on the oceans. This is an Origny's map of the waterways. The sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century as early as 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Ornia's capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. She points to it on the photo. He started somewhere near here, I think.
Ooh. What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande through what I think must be Stad's Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean. First the Seminoles Islands, then this. She points to his heart.
What is that?
Revachol, she says. Those are the two constants. Vredefor on the shoulder and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulind, at the dawn of the intersolary age.
The old
Intersolary?
I don't know. The old world passing by and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Somewhere in an office, lit by a single green desk lamp, Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, is writing a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks, laconic remarks on a single column. Patrol, case, vacation, injured. In Martinez, looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside there is a siren, distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter. This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history. Or leave it be.
I'd go with
I
one.
like. Yeah. That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways. Just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood splatter on the seas. What's the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
I like 3, yeah.
Okay, this one has flown quite far by now.
I would say he's near the Arcade Islands by now, ready to exit the Insulindian and enter the Pale. If I read his home address correctly. She smiles.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members, the other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
I need the information. Mark it down. Ask Marks about tattoos. You're right, not a good idea. Leave it off the schedule.
I feel like we'll die if we do that.
Yeah.
That fucking scab leader is huge.
But also, like, she could be... I mean, she doesn't have... She could be leading us astray, but...
Plus, like, I mean, they know he's dead.
Yeah.
And they know that you are cops investigating it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they wish to bring punishment to the people outside of your jurisdiction, they aren't
still
going
care
to be
about our image.
surprised.
Yeah.
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 Because when we first talked to the scab leader, he was like, having cops in the area gives us more, like, legitimacy, like having cops on our sides or something like that.
Yeah. Would a corporate gilf lead you astray? I mean, I think she could. What do you guys think?
I think we need the information.
Okay.
Yeah. Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security, but if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
She hands you back the photo.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's all for now. All right.
Ooh.
White morning.
Yay!
And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you.
Huh? Oh, shit!
Yo!
Except,
Yeah, hell yeah!
Yeah.
And we get more zoom!
Zoom.
okay. So we can do coach physical instrument.
We don't have space for it, though.
We
Yeah, we'd have to take
could.
something out.
We could, or we could either give us more of these, the skill points,
Wait.
or we can build a new one.
The research time is 40 minutes. Come on.
What?
You're losing 2 encyclopedia for 40 minutes in game. For this one. That is so worth it. Do it.
Okay, damn, but...
Or you can unlock a skill point and then you don't have to give up anything. Yeah, no.
All right.
Alright, internalize it.
All right, here we go.
How many other skill points do we have?
Oh, I guess I have another one. Which one do you want to do?
Yo.
So it looks like our motorics all have a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to do pain threshold.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, pain threshold's gonna be important. Help you survive that chair more, because we probably should go talk to Everard.
Okay. All right, cool. That thought is not great for your type of playthrough. It's mostly for strong cop. Oh well. All right, Kay, you wanted to see the graffiti?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, check the wall again, so see if we'll pass it. It's gotta work
Come on,
sometime.
Wall. Come on, Wall. Let's go. You and me.
Why am I looking at this
Ah.
wall?
I mean, it's put skill points to
Conceptualization.
conceptualization. Ugh.
Oh well.
Boo!
Okay, now I guess we go back and talk to those union guys and tell them that they need to like fess up, because otherwise they're gonna get killed.
Use your 120% zoom out.
Let's zoom out. Yeah. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's really zoomed out. Also, I'm sorry. I just had to say
God,
because
this
like
game is so pretty.
It
for
really is.
my weekly anime night, we've been watching the new the newest Gundam
Oh,
series. Quacks. And there is very much a thing in there where like there's like wall art that the main character keeps looking at and goes like, there's meaning here. And I'm just, that's all I can think about right now. We're just a Gundam protagonist trying to find meaning in this wall art.
But what does
That's
it
you
mean?
again.
If there's any Gundam
What is
watchers in the chat,
What are you doing,
you'll
Molly?
understand.
Don't I want to talk to
He
him?
advanced.
The Merc you hanged, his friends
I
are
don't
coming
want
for
to tell
you.
him that.
You don't?
I thought we were supposed to go see Everard.
Oh. Okay.
I do think it will be good for us to tell him this information.
But you want to
Just
go to
not
Everett
now.
first? Okay.
I mean, the question is, when the time comes, when a fight inevitably breaks out, if we can't stop it, do you want it to be a bloodbath, or do
No.
you want to try to make it be less damaging. Either stop it outright or give the Union an advantage so that they stop the people with automatic weapons and armor. Because if you want it to not be a bloodbath and give the Union an advantage so they don't lose as many people, you have to tell him because
Yeah.
he's the one who's going to do something about it. Or ever,
Yeah, I think
either way.
that's. I think I also agree with that.
But talk to Everett first, I guess.
I'd say
well-
so. If nothing else, we need to accept his task. Or consider accepting his task again.
Yeah, to help us find our gun, because without him, I don't think we'll find our gun. I think someone said that last time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
look at
really
this! Look
dark.
at that!
Oh,
Oh, tear!
you were cleaning up these streets. We're cleaning up these streets.
Take it, Melanie.
I'm trying.
Take it, Melanie.
I'm
Take it.
trying.
Take it, Melanie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This music is freaky.
It's nice.
Let's go, Hobo Cop.
Hobo, 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 cop.
Where do I need to go through here? That's right.
So convoluted.
Uh-huh.
Why is it like this?
I don't know. Okay, let's not die.
Yep, don't die.
Don't sit this time, Melanie.
Alright.
Yeah, quick in and out. We're gonna stand.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have
Mr.
to sit down
Dubois.
this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Oh my god! He's so considerate.
Huh. Okay, bye, Scotty.
Bye,
hope
Scotty.
One day of work is not terrible.
Ugh. It's so you're making truly a sacrifice. Two, I think.
I'm reconsidering opening that door you asked me to open. Perhaps it will help me somewhere.
Yeah. A fantastic change of heart, Harry! He rubs his nose. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key.
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now.
So you just go ahead and talk about the local drug trade, maybe.
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes, just side investigation. Thank you. He adjusts his glasses. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Let's talk real business.
Yes, Potato, I would like to know.
Yeah, I thought we had no choice.
Mm-hmm. Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that, then. You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett. I'll call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you, Harry. So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? He shrugs with an amazed expression. What are the odds of that?
His glasses look fake, like those fake glasses that people wear.
Just
Okay.
just to be big and
Yeah.
and fashionable.
His fucking portrait looks fake. Look at his collars compared to the 3D model.
Yeah.
Dear God.
I think the odds of that, he looks at you, are very low.
My memory's fine. I'm just testing you. Fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. He pats the brown folder in front of him. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big, fat folder.
Um,
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some documents? The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? His eyes never leave yours. Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
But the drama!
Ooh,
Have
I
another
know
look
her
at that
drama's
folder.
high though.
Yeah, let's do it. You ready? Blow on my dice, Era.
And fail.
Shut up,
Hey.
Kay! Shut up, Kay!
Fuck you.
As you look at the folder, Everett covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw from the file cabinet. That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me, he says, grinning. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
You got the name from the Census Bureau and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi. From the Census Bureau, like I said. He looks annoyed. No, I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being. So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. His face turns serious. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. He winks at you. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Yeah, it's not in quotes.
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back, and working with him might be the only way to do it. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Does this mean if I go do things for you, you'll get my gun back? I mean, I
4.
know about 4.
Yeah, I mean, we already agreed to it, right?
Yeah.
Damn it, Harry, that's exactly what it means. He turns to the lieutenant. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. The lieutenant replies dryly. I understand. We help you, you help us.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalson crane.
Harry, you smooth talking son of a bitch, he says with the fondest of smiles. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it. Do
Yeah,
I?
yes.
All right.
talk to the container.
Yeah, let's talk to the container.
Okay, bye.
See you soon, Debonner. The big man raises his hands in farewell. Just kidding. But not too much.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. What did
God,
I
I
get?
love doing his voice.
You're very good at
That's
it. I got
It's so
something.
fun.
What did I get?
What did you get?
I don't know.
Melanie, you got experience points.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, he didn't give us anything. Why would he?
I don't know.
We didn't get skill points. We got experience points.
I know,
The
but
nicest-
I had a little thing for
The
here.
nicest thing this man did for us was make us not sit in a chair. He didn't give a shit.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't get anything, Melanie.
Make note of your cash for no reason.
Oh God, is the container gonna rob us?
2563.
Oh my God, you're so slow.
Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to move faster.
Woo!
How do I get out of here? Here.
He's
Low
hungover.
network.
Give him a break. He's been hungover for like
2 days.
We already spent 1 day. Yeah, this is the second day.
Yeah, this is the second day. He's not hungover anymore.
Okay, I did try to persuade it.
Oh, of course, Frederick's the one talking. Don't try to tell you to open it that way.
Put skill points in rhetoric.
Do you wanna revert some of the points, or can we even do that?
No, I don't think you can.
Oh yeah, leave. So click on like savoir faire or something.
Bottom middle.
Okay, yeah, we don't have enough points yet.
Oops. Alright. To be in my 30s again when my hangovers only debilitated me for 1 day. Alright, so I guess I can get the key from the guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
there's-
mañana.
Sorry. I'm trying.
I was giving you a hard time.
Like I said, don't try to open the door until at least day 4. But I can get the key and not do it, right?
You're
Or just-
technically that's technically doing your job, right? You're just doing it late.
Yeah. Alright, I won't talk to Manana. I think that Phyllis, or whatever that person's name is, the other person, the other merc, I think she's got to be in that, like, tower. I think she's got to be over here in this, like, building that you can answer the question, the door, this one. I think she's got to be in this building up here.
No,
Oh,
well, they,
shit.
They said it was south, though, right?
South?
Like when we were talking to Joyce, yeah, she specifically said south,
Okay.
south of the circle.
All right.
Also,
I-
I'm just
I
gonna go
Well,
walked-
ahead.
Melanie doesn't want to talk to Manana.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Manana on day 4.
Well,
Also,
no.
sorry, I just really wanted to respond to the chat real quick there
Yeah,
with
what happened?
Scotty and Duncan both talking about hangovers debilitating for more than one day. I've known old heads and gray beards in my scientific community who drink heavily at night during conferences and are fine to go the next day. So all I'm gonna say is skill diff, my guys. Anyway, please continue.
Hi, Nico.
I was just gonna say, get the key from Manana and just hold on to it without having to.
Okay, is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, because it's like,
Okay.
once day 4 comes, who knows where he'll be, right? Because like,
Okay.
like a lot of people do move.
I guess. They cheat with potassium and IVs. Potato's never been drunk before. Aw. Potato, are you like 21 or something?
Yeah, he's like 5 years old.
Yeah, you're very
Pretty
young.
adorable, honestly.
How can I help you?
Everett said you had a key to a door.
Ava, am I doing this one or are you?
Oh yeah, a key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I got that key right here. Well, let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Polar weasel? What's a polar weasel?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Harry. What the fuck?
One of your con
One of my
friends is a
con friends.
paramedic? Go ahead.
No, you're good.
You mean like convention, not like con artist.
No, yeah.
What is
Yes.
wrong with me? Oh my
Convention
god.
friend.
Jesus
my
Christ,
God.
Melanie.
To be fair, my from my limited understanding of medical things, yes, a saline IV, if you are very drunk, is a good way to sober you up because it's effectively diluting the alcohol in your bloodstream.
So, I don't know about humans, but I do know about animals. So, you can give fluids subcutaneously on cats and like dogs, and it like gets absorbed
Yeah.
into the skin. You have to put it into the veins in people, right?
I mean, how fast do you want to get absorbed?
I mean,
It's
also,
kinda-
I don't
ki-
necessarily
kinda
want my
different
skin
there.
stretching, so like I don't have
Like,
extra.
I mean, it's the kind of thing of like, yes, there's small capillaries and things in your skin, but if you want something absorbed real quickly, you go to a vein. Because it's going to be going straight to the heart, then getting dispersed throughout your bloodstream. So
Let's get a cat drunk and see what happens. I have 3 we could experiment on, so. All right, what am I going to say to Manana? To be clear, I am not getting my cats drunk, okay? Don't send anybody after me.
I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I knew this man was a commie, he smiles, tilting his head. It's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business. Okay, but where did you get the key from? The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer. To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? The weasel person, when he'll be home?
He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for. The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardes, he smiles. They're an independent militant group. A bit too high strung, but it comes with responsibility. They're sort of like you, preserve the rule of law and all that, except it's Everett's law. Takes a swig from his flask. But really, they're just like you.
Why are you striking or good talking to you?
Good talking to you.
Good
Gotta
talk,
run.
good to you.
GTG.
Speaking of which, I'm
So-
running out of gas, Melanie.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so we are going to talk to Martinez tonight at 9:30, but it's currently 6:30. Where should we end? Should we end here? Or like we're going to talk to these people next?
I mean, this is right around where we started, so maybe it's a good place to end.
All right, I'm going to start here. Or I'm going to end here so that we start back here next time. Thank you guys for
Okay.
tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Oyasumi.
Ayashimi.